What's going on? How y'all doing? This video is going to be about Dirk Nowitzki, and apparently J.J. Barrera, who's his teammate, the point guard, the Dallas Mavericks, did an interview recently, and he said that Dirk Nowitzki hated LeBron James, Dwyane, and Chris Bosh. I remember very well. I'm a Miami Heat fan. I remember 10 years ago when the Heat formed. I go back with that whole thing. And the arrogance and the smug. Even as a Heat fan, I thought that was cold that LeBron and DWade and them was snickering when Dirk had that flu and was sick. You fast forward today, he couldn't have played because it would have been COVID or something. It wouldn't. But at that time, he played through the flu. But they mocked him. And LeBron James, who is one of the greatest players ever, is also known for being drama, over the top, and pretentious. He also stunk it up. As a Heat fan, he really owes Miami a ring. I never got over that finals performance because he all kinds of jokes came out. He stunk it up. But DWade, who outplayed him in that finals, didn't show any class or tact, and neither did Chris Bosh. What they did is they woke up a sleeping giant. And I will say this for NBA purists. That's probably the last finals that I've seen that you can't say that the cards were stacked too much one way or the other. Dirk Nowitzki pretty much was almost a one-man game. Now, Jason Terry was balling, but he had Peja Stojakovic and Jason Kidd past the pool date. He really didn't have anybody. J.J. Barrera was playing pretty good guard, but he had no sidekick. And when I say like the last time I can recall a guy who really took over, because, I mean, you could make the argument with Toronto, with Kawhi Leonard, with what he had with Kyle Lowry and Van Pelt and Skarsgård. But they still have more going for them than what Dirk had in Dallas. Nobody I've seen that's been a superstar player had what I call less in recent memory to win NBA Finals. But he was very motivated. And I did carefully catch the arrogance of LeBron, DWade, and Bosh in full effect. Dirk balled in that series, and he deserved to win. As much as it pained me to see the Heat get beat, they deserved to lose because they mocked that man, and that man went on a mission. He had a heck of a postseason run that particular year. You know, he beat Kobe Gasol and them Lakers, swept them, beat Durant, Westbrook, and them. James Harden was off the bench at that time for OKC. And I want to say, I think it was the Spurs. But anyway, he had a tough run to get to the finals that year, and he did. And he won. So his disdain for LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh was justified because they downplayed him, but he's tough. Dirk used to be played soft. He ain't soft no more. He got that ring before they did. He got that ring before LeBron did and Bosh did. You know. Now, D-Wade and Shaq had, back in 2006, had beat Dirk for the chip. But this was a different situation. But they mocked him and they woke him up. You know, Dirk was one of the best players ever. Luka Doncic should take lessons from Dirk Nowitzki. Because he paced himself, conditioned himself. The man's a winner. Anyway, that's my thoughts and takes about hearing about how Dirk Nowitzki couldn't stand LeBron James, D-Wade, and Chris Bosh for mocking him during his illness. And he dominated that finals in 2011. I believe that's been 10 years ago. And it's a reminder. Never underestimate anybody. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let's discuss it. It never is forgotten. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for one another, and you don't never ever underestimate anybody because you just never know. I'm out.